The old Nokta Makro legend back out here. And this video here is about maybe a recommendation for a change to this detector. Okay, I'm resetting it in progress. Okay, I'll show you what I'm talking about here, and I believe if they could do this, it would help this detector just a little. Okay, depending on how a person uses it. Okay, I'm in the ground remove disc setting. Okay, you see that in that camera there. Okay, and what I'm talking about here is going to actually involve tone break. Whoops. So let's go over here. We'll go ahead and we'll just leave it on 2 tones because that'll do for this test. Okay, now I'm over here at tone break and I've got a 10. Okay, you hear that old nail there? Maybe you can hear that in that camera. That's a zinking United States of America penny there, okay? So we hear that, and we get to see what it IDs. 42, okay, just for reference. Okay, so now when I go in this machine, go back to tone break. Now I'm gonna start raising this tone break. When I get up to about 30, 41 or whatever, okay, we lost a penny there, which I can understand that. And let me just say something here. I don't know why Nokta Makro called this setting here tone break. It would have made a whole lot more sense had they have called it disc setting and maybe used a little uppercase D there with the icon, okay? Because people coming off of other machines, it would be more understandable to them. So anyway, you see there, I've got rid of that old zinc and penny, but I'm getting the iron tone. Hear that? And there's a nail. So if I hopped out on a side and I wanted to run this tone break, as they call it, up. Let's say I wanted to run it at 43, for example. Now a copper penny, clad dime, silver quarter, silver rings may come over that. So I would get to hear them, okay? But everything I sweep out there, I'm going to get a iron tone that's under that disc to include iron. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to toggle over here. I'm going over here to tone volume, and I'm going to hit the plus key. See what pops up in the screen there? My whole range for the tone break is in that window there. See it? Okay, now what would be nice is if what Nokta Makro would do here is set the Ferris range 0 to 10 into 2 bins here. See, I can only adjust the volume. See this old nail, listen. Okay, see that? So I could use this machine if they would actually lock the iron. If I'm above the iron range with my tone break, divide this, where I could go in here on a fly and lower this, for example, 10 or 11 to 43 in this case right here. See, I could lower that. I could zero that out. I could go to 0 right here. Okay? I could go to 0, but notice what happens. See, I lost my iron. Okay? If they split this here, see, I could let the non-ferrous that's coming under my tone break not be heard with an iron tone, okay, and yet still hear the iron. Okay? So just a recommendation, you know, I believe it would help. I use a DS2 a lot like what you're seeing here, okay? Now, just to be fair, and I'm mentioning the DS2, if you run just disc, it will do the same thing as this machine here, meaning everything that's coming under the disc setting is going to give iron tone. However, on that machine, I can go in and I can do a quick notch of the range, okay? So in this instance here, I could go in with a DS2 and I could actually just pretend this was a DS2 here. I could notch 11 all the way to 43 real quick. So now I'm out in the field and I'm sweeping and I'm not getting the iron tone on non-ferrous targets. It might be nice to hear some iron tone to determine, you know, where the iron is the thickest in a sight, you know, to vary your hunting style, your sweep speed, whatever. Okay? Now, there is a way to, if you're not using tone break, there is a way to make this machine do what I'm saying, but I don't see a way here using this tone break, okay? I don't see it on this machine, and if there is a way using tone break, then I'll do another video if somebody points it out to me, okay? So what I'm saying is you could set a custom program up where you've got this took out, you're accepting this, and you're accepting higher conductors than this. You can do that, okay, with this machine, okay? You can literally build yourself a custom program. But what I'm saying is you can't go in here and use that tone break like that and come over and do what I said. You have to get rid of the iron and the objects non-ferrous that are coming under your tone break setting, okay? And it'd be nice if that was different, where I had a choice, okay? And I could even, believe it or not, I could set if they do this, I could set a different tone pitch or a different tone volume to the non-ferrous that's coming under my disc. Maybe I set the iron lower, okay, and I set this a little higher. Because something may come under, that's mass may come in under my, you know, and I could always look down and say, what's that? Okay? Because I am going to get an ID. Okay? So I hope you all enjoyed.